hello everyone, welcome. My name is Valeria Brinkers, and today we have a fun workshop to share with you. But before we start, I would like to share and give some information about this workshop called Translucent Vases. It was designed by Master Edison Thompson, coordinator of the International Department of Ikebana Sangetsu. Edison Sensei, he lived in Japan for many years, and he had the opportunity to meet and observe our first Iamoto, Miss Itsuki Okada. And around 1981, Itsuki Okada, she started using modern vases, and some of them was clear and glass vases. And Edison Sensei, he was very interested the way she made the arrangements. She was very neat, and she never showed the bottom of the stem and or the kenzan. And her arrangements was beautiful and very elegant and simple. So years later, he thought about making a workshop to share with the instructors of Sangetsu and to teach our students from our school. This arrangement is from Edison Sensei. He used a clear vase and he used some balsa wood. Very simple, but very beautiful. So this one, he used melted wax, he mixed with water, and he added artificial color, and it gave a beautiful effect to the arrangement. This is another one with the balsa wood. So his goal was to design something that would be available to everyone. It's not very expensive, but he studied several techniques that you could make the vase look interesting. This first one, he used the golden and silver leaf paper. We're gonna show you later how to do that. On your left, he used melted wax inside the vase. So this technique, if you decide to try it at home, you have to have some safety precautions because you're dealing with hot wax and also glass. So we suggest that you really search about it, how to handle this type of craft work. You can get a special gloves and you can try. He coated the vase inside and it looks very interesting. And you can use half of the vase or you can coat the whole vase. On your right side is the same picture I showed before. He mixed the melted wax with water. You have to do little by little and you have to mix and then give some effect. Very interesting. So again, on the left side, it's the melted wax, but he used a different color of dye, artificial dye. On your right, he used paper and beads, and also can make the vase look more interesting. So here is the one that we use for the gold and leaf paper. This technique is super easy. You need a special glue, but the glue, it's not expensive, and you can place the glue and design where you want to cover your vase, and it dries super fast. We try this, we practice this. It takes around 7 to 12 minutes to dry, and then you can make your own design. So this one is also very interesting. He used the glue gun and the hot glue, and you can use color if you want. You can do external outside the vase. You can also use inside the vase with water. And you can use the colors, your favorite colors. It looks very nice. So this kind, he used different types of paper. You can use cellophane paper, you can use regular paper. You can also use the paper that come wrapped around the flowers we buy at the store. If you cut it that in small pieces, that will give you a little shiny, a little color to your vase. So now we are about to show you some of the study we did. This one, I use the gold leaf paper. I decide to cover most of the vase. This is a small vase, but the tones of the gold is different. And that was very easy. I applied the glue and I applied the paper, and took me just 20 minutes to dry everything and to be able to make my arrangement. It was very fun. This type of technique, it's wonderful if you're a teacher and if you want to teach your students. It's fast and that they can practice, exercising the creativity. So this one was another one that was super easy. I use hot glue and it dry within a few minutes. And you can use multiple colors and it looks very, very cute. And, looks happy. You can play with the colors. And I had a lot of fun making this style. So now this one, I use the acrylic tubes that sometimes we buy orchids or flowers. It comes with water. The flower comes inside. So I empty and I filled with translucent paper. And on that specific arrangement, I used pink translucent too, because of the detail of the orchid that I use. All these materials that I'm using to make the arrangements today, most of them is from my greenhouse. We have a small greenhouse and this material is all natural. So this one was one of my favorite ones. I also use the acrylic tubes. I alternate between water and translucent paper, and I stack them and I fill the vase. And the vase looks like crystal and looks really, really pretty. It was one of my favorite techniques. So on this one, I decided not to use any technique because our Iemoto, Mrs. Itsuki Okada, and Edison Sensei, they also practice not showing the bottom, the stem. So I think it was a good practice because this small vase, you can see it's very clear. And I was able to practice not showing the bottom. So this one was a clear vase and I used 3 different colors, the blue, yellow, and clear translucent. And it gave a nice effect. It looks like it was the vase is painted of blue. So this one, I use just clear translucent. Also this one, it's a small vase, but I use the translucent clear paper. So now I'm gonna make a small arrangement using another technique. So on this vase, I use strips of aluminum. They're very thin. They was very easy to fold. And I use several colors of translucent paper and looks really pretty. I don't know how clear your vision is through the computer, but later on, we're gonna show the picture and you're gonna be able to see the effect and how pretty it looks, okay? I'm going to make a simple arrangement. And I made this arrangement before, and I used two different colors of orchid. So Ikebana Sangetsu, we have to face the flowers. I know some Ikebana schools, you can do backwards, but Sangetsu, we try to face the flowers because we want to show the most beautiful. Let me just turn this here. And I'm using curly willow kiwi branch. One of the guidelines of Ikebana Sangetsu is to arrange flowers quickly. So Mokichi Okada, the founder of Ikebana Sangetsu, he said, if you play a lot with the material, you take the vitality of the material because flowers and branches, they are alive. So we try not to play with the material. What we do, we choose the material, we study the material, and then we cut it. We choose the proper vase. I'm going to do with the light color first. This is so beautiful. The colors match some of the paper, and I thought it was super beautiful. And one thing about clear modern vases, we should use clear vase in our school during summertime. And I think orchids look really well with this type of arrangement using modern vases. So I'm almost done. And another practice that we do is to always have a good thinking when we're making the arrangement, because one of the hallmark of Ikebana Sangetsu is to make the arrangement to share beauty and to share positive thoughts, a desire to bring joy to others. So this is the arrangement I made. And Leonard will show you the picture, then you can see better. So as I said before, I made this arrangement with two different tones of orchids to try to see what look better. My favorite was with this one, the light tone. I think it looks much better. So this orchid, this dark orchid, is absolutely beautiful and looks beautiful too. But I think the first one looks very soft, and I really like that. So now I would like to introduce our next demonstrator, Alice Fujita. She's from North Dakota, and she has something to share with you. She also been practicing this technique for a long time. Welcome, Alice.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alice. I want to do a little demonstration. I'm very excited to be here. Before I start doing my demonstration, I would like to talk a little bit about the importance of a flower in our school. So, water. sorry, the water. The water connects human feelings with the flower and the vase. So Professor Masaru Emoto, he did a study with ice crystals. So he took a picture, a photography after receiving positive and negative feelings. As you can see here in the slides, the positive words made a regular and harmonious crystals. On the other hand, negative words made very irregular and also didn't even form a crystal. So for this reason, for us in Sangetsu style, we try to practice putting a positive thinking. Like Professor Valeria said, we try to bring beauty and joy in our arrangement for the people who are looking at you. So I will do now a little demonstration. So Mokichi Okada, our founder, he said that a single flower has a power to change the energy of the room. So I will make a very small arrangement with a few flowers. So I have here the Mizu ball that we call Mizukiri when I'm cutting the flowers into the water. So I will make the arrangement for me. I put already the wood in a clear vase and a little water. So then I will practice putting joy. So I will cut this geranium that I took from my garden. So I will cut into the water so that this way the flower will last longer. Okay? I cut and I try to put between the stripes of the wood. It's a little tricky. So I will put one more leaf. And one more flower. So when you do this, you will see sometimes the wood stick moves, everything moves, the stem wanna show up. So I'm using a chopstick just to try to hide the stem in the wood. And try to move a little bit. And the flower look nice. So this is my arrangement. They are a little moving. I took a picture before. So then I made also a second arranging using viola from my garden. So we would like to make a video with your arrangement. So please share with us your photo with a hashtag joyful flowers, or also you can choose Ikebana Lessons Facebook page via Messenger, or also using Valeria contacts. So we want to make this video and post at Ikebana Lesson Facebook page. So please send us until next Friday, June 11th. And if you would like to have the PDF of this workshop, you can also contact Valeria at vbrinkers@gmail.com. Thank you.
Wow, Alice, great job. That looks super cute. So I have one more thing to share with you. Master Edison, he published his first book. It's called The Poetic of Ikebana, or Poética da Ikebana. It's in English and I believe in Portuguese. And he did a fantastic job. If you would like to know more about Sangetsu style, please, this book is available, I think, ebook, and you can contact me at my email, vbrinkers@gmail.com, and I can send you all the information. I want to show you a little bit. It's very educational, and the arrangements are gorgeous. He did such a fantastic job. And you know, I know that many of you don't know Ikebana Sangetsu, but this would be a very nice way to learn about the philosophy. Let me see here. Let me show you a few more. And he studies a lot, and he very knowledgeable about our school. So let me show one more. There you go. Let me know if you're interested, and I can send the link to you. And on behalf of Ikebana Sangetsu West Coast members, I would like to thank you so much. And we wish you a wonderful, fantastic week. Thank you so much. I see you next time, I hope. Bye-bye.